Welcome to Special Tailgaters Instant Reaction. Brian Lennon along with Gary McDaniel, fresh up from a nap, and our resident college football expert, John Cremella. I see Joe Lennon has joined us live for our instant reaction show. Fellas, it was a sort of instant classic tonight. Instant reactions of the game.
Terrific football game. Tale of two halves. I think as dominant as Indiana was in the first half, they didn't do enough to kind of put Miami away. Special teams. Missed field goal, blocked punt, biggest difference in the game potentially. And then Mendoza just being super, and Carson Beck finally being Carson Beck that we all know and love.
John, we waited for it all night for him to throw his interception.
I've been waiting for it for 4 weeks.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
man, does he not disappoint on the biggest of stages?
Exactly. No, I mean that last drive there I was getting a little nervous here because I'm like, oh man, they're gonna do it again. They're just gonna roll that. They're gonna go right down the field and freaking win this game. But yep, he did what he normally does and throws it short.
Read that play all the way. If he throws it deep, it's a touchdown and he wins.
Yeah.
But
I mean, defensively,
is how big of a play would that offensive false start have been if Miami goes down and wins that game on a 3rd and 1, and Indiana's the team that doesn't make those mistakes?
Yep. Oh yeah. Good game though.
Yes.
Very good. Miami was the best team Indiana faced all year, and we're the rightful team to be in the conference or the national championship.
Yeah, they definitely got hot at the right time, and they just rode the wave.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Beck crashed out. And you could tell kind of too in the second half that everything that I kind of thought about why I picked Miami started to happen, where they wore Indiana's defense down and they just kind of hung in there. I'd have really liked to have been 10-3 at the half, but doink. But everything that the Miami defense did in the second half was right up until the last couple of possessions where Charlie Becker just continued to make catch after catch too. And that really, Miami would put them down and out. Here's the chance where they're going to punt. I don't think I'd have had the stomach to go for it on 4th and 4 and 4th and 5 without kicking a field goal there.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
That was a real gutsy call by Signetti. Also, the 2 timeouts that he spent on that, almost came back to bite him.
Right.
Yep.
But fortunately for them, everything's out.
I don't know. Like you said, it was a pretty damn good football game.
Yeah, it was.
But we want to thank our pal Griffin Olaf for hosting his chat tonight. John and I were in the chat room with him all game, so that was fun to.
It was kind of funny that we kept calling exactly what each team needed to do at that moment in time, and then they did it. So I felt pretty smart there.
Yeah, I thought Miami underutilized Tony throughout the game because of the threat he was. I mean, they did use him a little in the 4th quarter there on the as a decoy.
Yeah,
for the last touchdown there, but you wonder about their call playing and.
I thought especially in the first half they had just a poor game plan. I mean, I think they finished the first half with 69 yards. For a team that runs the ball, they reminded me a lot of Florida, where they just said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run the ball straight into the middle of this line until we get it right. We didn't get it right until they started going outside the line, and then that helped a little.
Yeah.
I'd seen that shit for about the last 7 years.
And what about the story just of Indiana being the national champions in college football?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have said that at the beginning of this year, the beginning of last year, end of this year. It's a true marker for what NIL can truly be versus the chaotic insanity that we're kind of currently seeing. But NIL is a precursor to get there, but you still have to have the coach and the drive to have that team be the team versus just a bunch of paid individuals.
Mhm.
You know, Miami kind of they rattled the wagons there after the couple of losses to Louisville and SMU, and they became a better football team probably because of it. And they rode it right up until the part where we all knew at some point their quarterback would blow it. But Indiana, they just are a very disciplined, well coached, superb football team right now. And I don't know how you don't make them preseason number one next year, even without Mendoza, for the
Because we
simple fact that
don't do preseason rankings around here,
you're
John.
goddamn right. And by the time we get to an actual ranking in week 8, we should be they should probably be number one then too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because again, he's done it the right way. He's just stuck to his guns, and all credit in the world to Kurt Signetti. Anybody, and no offense, they're going to hand out an MVP award to somebody here. They ought to hand it to Signetti. Period.
All right. Well, that's going to do it here for us for the instant reaction. Indiana is your national champions in college football. They beat Miami 27-21. Gary, you have a $25 Hooters gift card from me coming to you.
And me.
And one coming from John, so you will be able to enjoy $50 worth of wings from Hooters. So,
yes, sir. Thank you. I won something.
Congrats, Gary. Hey, man, I don't mind losing that way because it was right there at the end for anybody.
Yes.
Kurt Signetti's not the only winner.
51-6, I'd have had a problem.
All right, so the Hoosiers win it, and everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hoosiers.
All right. Thanks for joining us all year. We'll be back with a longer reaction show later this week. We'll see everyone then. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Good night, Joe.
See you.
Bye.